Mostly is that you're here spending time with us. We consider you part of our family. You are part of our community, and we are grateful that you would choose us of all the places that you could spend time to do it with us. So thank you for that. And let's get into Greg Shockley cooking up a storm over here. Our next item that he's bringing to us is the Le Creuset cast iron 7-quart roaster. And this one, my friends, is no joke. If you want to make that big brisket, you want to make the big turkey, you want to make the big lasagna, and you want to do it with the name Le Creuset behind it, this is the time to do it.
This is definitely the time to do it. Cast iron, once again, we talked about that great heat retention. Heat distribution is what you count on. That's the reason that Le Creuset, for nearly 100 years, have been known for, is their great cast iron products. Now, Mary, I'm not going to make you pick this up again. It carries a little bit of weight with you, okay?
It's sturdy. Let's just put it that way.
It's sturdy. It's definitely sturdy. It's definitely durable. But when you're talking about capacity, when you're talking about entertaining, this is the perfect thing for it. Look at this gorgeous lasagna. It's about 3.5 inches deep. I mean, you can feed a small army with these for sure, Mary. I mean, take a look. I'm going to cut into this. But one of the greatest things about this, too, we have that sand enamel interior. That's going to allow for nice, easy, quick release, which means that cleanup is going to be super easy. But the one thing I love, especially about the lasagna, it's going to emanate the heat from the sides in, so you're going to get that kind of crispiness that you love on the lasagna. Let's see, do I got a plate there, Mary?
Oh, checking.
Let's see if I can go around the edge here.
Let's see, checking.
Take my slice.
I don't see
that's
a landing plate on it.
We'll take my word for it. What I wanted to show was just the interior here. Just look at this. We're going to have nice, easy release off the side of the pan, so no worries.
I mean, we love the cast iron. I'm going to show everybody the color choices on QVC.com. Let's take a look all together. Here is the artichoke. We have 450 in the artichoke. Here is the cerise. 400 left to go around there. Here is the meringue. We have 400 to go there. Sea salt is limited, only 6 dozen remain. And that's it. Those are our 4 colors. QVC price is $305, and our price is $248.98. It's on free shipping, and it's 5 easy payments as an option for you, $49.80. It is $71.99 off. That's how much you're saving today. And I love this big roaster because we say it a million times, Greg Shockley, you can always cook more in a bigger vessel. You can't cook more in a smaller vessel.
In a tiny vessel, you cannot cook.
No, and so this is a big one. It's still that cast iron. And I know we have a video to show how the cast iron is made too, because again, made in France.
Right. All the cast iron is made the same, regardless of the shape, how we do it. So we're putting multiple, it's all in a black sand mold, right? There's the factory, it's in northern France. There's our buddy Nate right there. He's visiting the factory. That's the black sand. And Mary, what's great about that? These are individual molds, so which means that every one of these pans is unique because that mold is destroyed as soon as it's made. So you can see they're on the assembly line right there. It's getting their first coats. First off, after it comes out of the mold, they get sanded so they get nice and polished. It gets 1 coat on the outside, 2, 3, 4 coats. Then it gets that sand interior coating so that we can just have that nice, easy release and that performance that we want. 16 sets of hands are checking out each one of these before it gets boxed up so they can ensure that everyone is going to perform absolutely perfect for you and be the quality that you expect.
Well, and I love too that it's cast iron because look at you, you're using it on the stovetop. It works on all stovetops. So if I took my turkey out of the oven, remove the turkey, could I make my gravy in the roaster?
You definitely could. In fact, I highly recommend it because what you're going to want to do when you're cooking your turkey, all those little brown bits, all those drippings are in there. So yeah, you take your turkey out. You might want to remove a little bit of the fat, but you can just simply add your flour or your roux in there, add a little more stock, and you create your gravy in there. But you're right, the capacity, this is about we figured this is about a 15-pound turkey.
Look at that
we've got plenty of capacity in there for our garnish and our roasting. So this is just the perfect one to go to the table. And again, remember, if you're bringing this out to the table early, this is going to keep it hot as well. So your turkey will kind of help stay, it'll kind of stay insulated by itself, but it doesn't hurt that the pan is going to remain hot as well.
Made a little pile of stuffed squash too. Every year we make a vegan entree for my mother-in-law because she is vegan and I want to make sure that she gets to have a celebratory food too.
Yeah.
This looks like a beautiful choice. I like the roasted cauliflower underneath too. Now I know this one has sausage in it. so don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take this home and feed it to her. But that's a lovely idea.
That's my kind of vegan food.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah, I like mine with sausage in it.
It's kind of like the my big fat Greek wedding. She's like, no problem, I make lamb.
You make lamb, yeah.
I make lamb. But you know what? When it comes to the non-stick properties on the inside, what kind of food release do we get here?
You know, easy food release. Again, I'm going to go back to the lasagna right here if we want to show the inside now that I got my rag. Look at this, a baked on lasagna. If you cook often and you've made a lasagna before in maybe a glass pan or even an aluminum pan,
sure,
it's a nightmare. It's a throwaway. I mean, I'd almost rather do, right? Because I don't want to have to deal with that. And I can go right in here. Ooh. And I should have cut these better for myself.
No, you did great.
There we go. I'll get this one out. But look,
that's
nice,
a
easy
big
piece.
honkin'
And cleanup
lasagna
is going to be a snap for me. I'm going to just run this into my sink. I'm going to use a towel. If you ever have something that's a little more stubborn, which you may have that someday,
sure,
use a scrub daddy, something like that, and that will do the job for you. So the cleanup is going to be super.
I told Greg before the show, my mother made a lasagna this size in a metal throwaway pan one time. She took it out of the oven, it buckled in the middle, and the whole thing poured onto the floor.
With her, not at
She
her.
laughed later.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
we
whole
had this
idea.
little round rug in the kitchen, and it poured onto the rug. My mom stood there for a second, counted to 5, picked up the whole rug and went outside and put it right in the garbage because I'm not messing with it. I'm just putting the whole thing out of the garbage. This, you never have to worry about it buckling. You never have to worry about the results that you're going to get. With Le Creuset, it is your sous chef, and it cooks better because of that regulated temperature. We're going to show you the colors one more time because I just want to live in that roaster with that.
We got that beautiful sear on the outside, which is important to get this thing seared in before we're going to roast this, just like anything else. Go ahead, Mare.
Oh, here's the sea salt. 5 dozen remain. Here's meringue. We also have cerise. And then here is your artichoke. And it's a sale price. Greg, it's almost $72 off today. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenally priced. And in this Le Creuset showcase in the Kitchen with Mary, you're getting a good look at some of the collection.
Yep.
You can search the entire collection on QVC.com and get it on free shipping today. It is so hard to concentrate because all I want to do is have bird, ribs, lasagna.
Big slice of prime rib.
Ooh, yes, please.